I was given the privilege to review the Kontrol Master by Touch Innovations. The product box arrived a little damaged, but the Kontrol Master itself was in perfect shape, wrapped in foam paper. It's bigger than what I perceived it to be in the videos and pictures I saw of it. The buttons and knob are very solid and seem like they'll last very well. Also in the box is a USB cord, as well as a card that says thank you for your purchase and includes the serial number and link to download the KM software, as well as the manual. The first thing you have to do after unboxing is go to the Touch Innovations website to download the software editor. It's 40 megabytes and it's required to be running for the Kontrol Master to work. You have the option of launching the editor on startup so that it's always on and ready once the Kontrol Master is plugged in, or launch it manually when needed. The KM software comes with example mappings for Fruity Loops, Reason, Bitwig, and more. You can also create and save your own custom mappings for different DAWs or any other applications you like. What makes the Kontrol Master stand out is that it's not a typical MIDI controller. While it can send MIDI data, its main purpose is for use alongside a mouse instead of the traditional intent of most control surfaces that try to replace the mouse. There are up to 3 layers of assignments per button, a normal assignment, and 2 shift assignments. These can be a shortcut key, MIDI, monitor focus for switching between multiple monitors, horizontal, circular, and vertical switches for the control knob, up, down, left, and right arrow keys, as well as a shift function. For my assignment and Reason, I left the horizontal, circular, and vertical buttons as is, as it's absolutely necessary for proper functioning. The orange buttons are the shifts 1 and 2. The control knob is always assigned to the mouse. This cannot be changed. The red button is set to the record shortcut. I accidentally reassigned it and could not find a way of renaming it back to its default value without loading a mapping, erasing all other changes that were made in the process. The others are stop, play, forward, and rewind. Then some mouse tool keys and some window keys, F8 for the tool window and F3 for the browser. On the other side, undo, F7 for the sequencer, F6 for the rack, and F5 for the mixer window. You also have adjustments you can make for the knob and shift 1 sensitivity. As you can see in vertical mode, the knob moves the fader when the mouse is hovered over it. Keep in mind though, the knob has to be moved slow enough for the computer to read its movement. If you move too fast, the mouse will stutter. But when moved smoothly, it's accurate. The knob is also touch sensitive and can be used as a left click simply by tapping it, so it can be used to trigger mute and solo buttons. I found this extremely impressive. The only thing you have to do with the mouse is hover it over the desired control, and Kontrol Master can do everything else. Circular mode can be used for things as panning, where vertical mode isn't as accurate. It's also very useful for controlling knobs on synths. Horizontal mode comes into play for, of course, horizontal controls, such as the mixer faders in Reason's rack view, where circular and vertical modes won't work. Transport functions work as expected, as well as being able to switch mouse tools and create audio tracks as were assigned earlier. Huge advantage to the Kontrol Master is that unlike most control surfaces in Reason, devices can be controlled regardless of what track has focus, since it's not remote based. So no need to create tracks for effect devices unless you're automating. Since no remote maps are necessary, out the box it also works with Vsts. In conclusion, Kontrol Master is probably by far the most useful controller I've ever touched. I'm very impressed with its functionality, ease of use, as well as its solid build quality. I highly recommend it.